It's Friday and it's the end of your wellness week. It's time now for what could be your most challenging exercise. It's our squat. Here in the park, we're going to use a tree. At home, use a door. And instead of hanging on to that tree, you're going to hang on to the door knobs. Straddle the door with your feet and hang on tight with those hands. So make sure it's nice and sturdy. Slowly sit back into your hips. Keep your arms as straight as you can and come back to standing. Now let's do that again. Again, as you sit back, try to sit back as though you were sitting back into a chair and come back nice and tall again. We're going to do 8 more of these. Sit back, inhale deeply, and as you stand tall, press through your heels to keep the workload back into your hips. That means the workload goes back right where you want to hit it, and that's in your glutes. Again, sit back, inhale deeply. The reason why we keep our arms nice and long is because if I bend my arms, I'll pull myself forward, and instead of working back into the muscles of the hips, which are the glutes, I'll be working through the muscles of my knees. I don't want to challenge my knee joint. I want to challenge my hip joint. Exhale, come up nice and tall. Beautiful. Sit back. Inhale as you come up tall. Now, by the way, if you're having an issue bumping into your door, I'm going to challenge you and say, try to stay taller as you're going through the exercise. Here's our last one. Nice and tall. And exhale, come back to standing. Great job with your squats. Now we're going to challenge you a little bit more. This time, what you're going to do is you're going to actually step away from your door. You can either hold onto the door with one hand as you step forward, or you can completely let go of the door. You're going to put your other hand on your hip and step back with one foot. From here, you're basically going to do a one-legged squat through a lunge. So step back and drop down into the weight of the front leg and come all the way back up to standing. Sit back into the weight of one leg, come all the way to standing. We have 8 more to go. Now I have some options for you. As you sit back, this stays the same. Make sure the back knee reaches for the floor. It never quite makes it though. Don't want to tap the floor with your kneecap. It's a very delicate part of the body. Exhale, come right back up just like the squat. Now here's a more advanced option. As you come up, you can step your feet together one more time. Make sure you step back with that same foot. Right back and come right back up again. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way back up. This is just like your squat. From the front foot all the way through the torso. The only thing that changes is your back foot goes back on your last one here and come all the way back to standing. You did the right side. Now let's switch and do the left. The hand goes on the hip one more time. Sit back into your hip. Giant step back. Come all the way down and then come all the way back up. You can either step your feet together or keep your feet apart here. Inhale down and exhale up. The chest stays nice and tall. Let's talk about some alignment real quick. The knee always is going to stay right over your ankle as you stand and as you come down. Avoid allowing this knee in the front to come forward. So this would be wrong. I don't want to come into the door. Stay back away from the door so that the knee stays right over that ankle. Right down and up, right down. And one more time, come all the way down, press through the heel, come all the way to standing. There's your lunge. Your last challenge is going to be on your squat. And on your squat, this time, I want you to stay away from the door. So, step away from your door, pretend like you've got the door in your hands, extend your arms out in front of you. Your arms are your counterbalance so that you don't fall backwards. Sit back into your hips, reach forward with the arms, and inhale, come back to standing. Sit back into the hips, inhale, exhale, come back to standing. Inhale back, exhale, come back to standing. Shift your weight back into the hips, exhale, come back to standing. If you feel as though you're pressing through the floor, through the balls of the feet, or grabbing the floor with your toes, that's a pretty good indicator that you need to slide your weight further back into the heels of your feet and hence into your hips. Because again, remember, we don't want to challenge the knees. We want to challenge the muscles in your hips, your glutes. Let's do one more, and that'll finish this final set. Inhale and exhale. There goes your workout for Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Be good to yourself. That way Monday will be that much easier. We'll see you.